everyone, welcome back to my kitchen. Today I'm going to show you how I make my spaghetti fritters. These are a childhood favourite, something my mum would always make for us, usually on a Sunday for lunch. They're very easy, very quick to put together. So I'm going to run through the ingredients first with you, and then I'll show you how we put it all together. So to start with, over here I have half a cup of spaghetti which I've just boiled. So I've cooked it in boiling salted water. Now what I do with the spaghetti is that before I put it into the salted water, I break it in half just to make it easier, because I don't want long spaghettis, I want them a little bit shorter. So that's just a half a packet of boiled spaghetti, cooked spaghetti. So the other ingredients that I'm going to add to the spaghetti, I just want to run through them with you now. So to begin with, I have some beautiful beetroot leaves which I picked yesterday from my uncle's garden, and all I've done is steam them. So they're steamed, cooked, ready to go. I have a beautiful big long spring onion from my garden and a piece of another one, so they've got to get chopped up as well. I have some parsley here, so I'm going to grab a handful of parsley that needs to be chopped up. I've got about a third of a cup of grated Parmesan cheese. I've got 2 eggs, and I've got 250 grams of creamy ricotta cheese, and of course salt and pepper. So what we want to start doing is chopping all these ingredients that need to be chopped, and we're going to add them to the spaghetti. Now what I do with this, just to make my life easier, is this is the saucepan I used to boil my spaghetti in. So what I do is, rather than dirty another bowl, once I've strained my spaghetti, I throw it straight back into the saucepan, empty saucepan of course, and I mix everything in the saucepan, and that way I only have the saucepan to clean and no extra bowls. So get all this spaghetti in there. Of course it has stuck for me because it's been sitting for a while. So I'm just going to pull it off the colander like so. Okay, and right, so I've got my spaghetti and my saucepan. So I'm just going to put that to the side. Now what I'm going to do is the spring onion, I'm just going to chop it up. So these beautiful spring onions, I have to show you again, I'm so proud of them, they're from my garden. So just want to give it a chop. As a matter of fact, I'm just going to change my knives because I'm not happy using this knife. So just finely chop that spring onion, all of it, including the green edges, the green ends. Now with these spaghetti fritters, today I'm adding in the beetroot leaves. Traditionally you wouldn't, but I just find that if I've got some kind of leafy veg, I like putting them in there as well. So if I had some silverbeet or spinach, same, you could quite easily add that instead of the beetroot leaves. Or like I said, you don't have to at all. You can just leave them as a basic spaghetti fritter. Add my other ingredients. So in goes my ricotta. It's a beautiful creamy ricotta. Now I'm using ricotta. If you wanted to, you could use feta, but look, traditionally in these I would use ricotta, and smooth ricotta at that. Right, now to that I'm adding the Parmesan. I'm adding some seasoning, salt. Now just remember with this, my pasta was cooked in boiling salted water. Ricotta is salty, Parmesan is salty, so I don't go overboard with the salt when I add it here. However, black pepper, a lot. Such. Now, the one thing I forgot was the parsley, so I'm just going to grab a handful of parsley here. Sorry, I had not realised that my salt was sitting in front of the camera. I do apologise. Right, so done that, and that gets thrown in as well. I just want to quickly grab a bowl, crack these 2 eggs into the bowl. 1, going to give them a little bit of a whisk. And really, that's it. That's all your ingredients, done and dusted. And now what you want to do is you need to give this a really, really good mix. Now, I've added 2 eggs, but I'm just going to check the consistency of it. It may require 3. Yeah, it just depends on how well this will all mix through. And if you find that you're too confined for space by doing it in your saucepan, just grab a mixing bowl and do it in that. I'm just trying to save myself some cleaning time. So now what I like about this is, because I've used the beetroot leaves, it actually puts a pinkish tinge. I don't know if the camera's going to bring that up, but look, it's a pinkish tinge to the pasta. So your fritters will actually come out with a slightly pinkish tinge, which looks quite nice actually. All right, so anyway, we're just going to give this a good mix. And once I've got it all mixed through, I'll get the oil on, because we've got to heat the oil really well before we start frying these fritters. So I'll be back with you again in a little bit. Right, I've had my oil on the stove now on a medium flame, heating it up, and I can tell that it's nice and hot. So I'm just about to start putting the fritters into the hot oil. So these are large fritters. As you can see, there's a nice sizzle to them. So you want that oil nice and hot when you put them in. So I've just used the canola oil here. I didn't want to use olive oil. I just want a more bland type of oil. So in this one, I'm using canola. I'll probably be able to get 3 fritters in. I use them as a main meal, so I do make them quite large when I put them into the fry pan. Right, just going to leave them here now so they can start cooking. Basically what you want to do is that the aim is to get them golden on one side and quite crispy. I'm just giving them a little bit of a press here, flatten them out a bit. Now the cooking time would be roughly about 3 to 4 minutes each side, depends on how high you've got your flame. The flame shouldn't be more than probably a medium flame. But the idea is that you'll see when I flip them, they'll be nice and golden. Just gonna have a look. Yep, that looks good. Okay, so this is what you're looking for, that nice golden colour when you flip them over. I'm just going to grab the camera and see if I can zoom in a bit so you can see it better. There you go. So you want that nice golden colour when you flip them over. Of course, next to me I've got a tray ready to go. So I can place them on the top just so they can drain a bit while I cook the others. This is a lovely, quick and easy meal. Vegetarian, and I think you'll find your kids are going to love them. I just want to show you the texture you're trying to get when you're frying these. So the idea is that you're going to end up with quite a soft fritter in the middle, but on the edge it's incredibly crunchy, which is exactly what you want. You want to be able to snap that spaghetti so you've got a nice crunch around the edge and a nice softer middle. Well, I just finished cooking the remainder of the fritters and I've kept them warm in a low oven while I just cleaned up the stovetop a little bit. So now it's time to plate up. So there you have it, everyone. My spaghetti, beetroot leaf and ricotta fritters with a sweet chili dipping sauce. I really hope you enjoy making these as much as I do in my kitchen. I'll see you next time. Bye.